So for breakfast, I don't have hot water. You can actually buy something to plug in to make hot water, but you don't really need it. You know, that's how we were taught to eat oatmeal. So that's the normal way of making oatmeal, hot water to cook the oats. But we must come to a place where we realize that a lot of the things we do, the reason that we do them the way that we do them is because that's the way that we were taught to do them. It doesn't mean that you can't do it a different way. That's a very important lesson to absorb and take with you out into the game of life, because you can use that mindful insight at many other times, and it will help you to explore, try new things, be creative. But the thing is that so many people lack the mindfulness, lack the awareness as to why they do a thing the way that they do it, which is it's the default. That's the way I was taught, or that's how I picked it up, or that's how I learned. But it's a default. And they think this is the way it's supposed to be done. And subconsciously, this is the only way to do it. You see what I'm saying? Small thing, oatmeal. Huge implications. The principles behind alternate ways of preparing oatmeal. This is just cold water. Maybe I should have started with that. My fault. If you stuck around, you got it. This is not hot water. This is cold water. Some people will never try this. You know the first thing they'll say? That's nasty. It looks nasty. It got to be nasty. It tastes nasty. You never tasted it. You don't even know the texture of the oats. You don't know the rate with which it has absorbed the water, even though it's cold. You know none of that. But you're going to assume this is ridiculous. It's not normal. It isn't right. That's not real oatmeal. You got to have hot water for real oatmeal. You see what I'm saying? Alternate ways of truck financing. Alternate ways of setting up your truck. Alternate ways of running a trucking business. Alternative ways to make money with a truck. Alternative ways of appealing to the marketplace with a truck. Different customers other than normal. Different ways of getting loads other than normal. Many people go only to the load board. That's it. Nothing else comes to mind. You never think about going to the library. Maybe you don't know how to use the reference material. Talk to the librarian, asking the librarian to show you a list of all of the manufacturers and distributors in the area and calling them, cold calling them. They're a sales organization. That's all they do. They got people sitting at the desk. That's all they do is cold call. So why you can't do that? There's no law saying you can't cold call people and try to get some work. But, you know, it's about thinking outside of the box, man. It's about thinking, really. These days, look around. It's about thinking and then thinking outside of the box. Anyway, let me get back to my oatmeal, man. My fault. If y'all really came here just for the oatmeal. So anyway, so this is oatmeal. I told you before, we don't want those packs of high sugar oatmeal, man. I like the old fashioned. You can get the other kind that's, what do you call it? Steel cut, I guess it is. Where it's all small and everything. But I like the whole complete oats. Old fashioned is what that's called. And then you don't have all that sugar and whatnot in it. Ingredients. Oh, whole grain rolled oats. That's all the ingredients in here. So you got the oats, you got raisins. This is unsweetened coconut shreds. You know what I'm talking about. I don't know. It's in the baking area. Walmart actually has unsweetened. Food Lion in my town didn't have unsweetened. They only had sweetened. Coconut, raisins, cinnamon, and I actually have organic honey up in this one. Raw, unfiltered, organic honey. And that's it in this particular one. Actually, I will add my little extra protein. Add my little extra protein in it. Peanut butter. Let's add some peanut butter. I don't want to put that fork in there. Now, if this was hot, I don't usually do it when I prepare my oatmeal this way. But when I use hot water, as a matter of fact, some of y'all won't try this. Some of y'all will and you'll love it. And some of you might already do it. Sometimes I get coffee and I use the actual coffee for hot water for the oatmeal. I love it. Tastes good to me. But understand, don't be so quick to discount different things automatically. A lot of times people don't control their diet, don't control what they eat because they lack creativity. Because if you would just do some exploring and trial and error, then you can find stuff that you would love to eat. A lot of times people don't go on a diet, or don't change their diet, I should say. You're already on a diet. Don't change their diet because you assume that you won't like any of the food that is considered nutritious. Well, you know, that's ridiculous, because the only reason to assume that is to not understand, not be mindful of the fact that you can alter the food, man. You don't have to just look at what's presented before you and use it as is, use the recipe as is. You can alter and change these recipes. You need to check and see what food is nutritious, what food is good for you today. And then what herbs and spices, oils or whatever is in line with your health goals. And then you combine those things. But if you're caught up in only using things the way they are presented to you, yeah, it's easier to assume that I have to eat this and this and this and this, and this is the way that and that and that is prepared, and I'm pretty sure I won't like that. It's bland or it lacks the flavor. I ain't gonna want it. I don't like that. I'm not gonna like okra. Well, I don't know how good okra is for you. I think it's pretty good, but I don't like the texture. You know, I don't like the way it feels in my mouth. You don't have to do things textbook. You don't have to do things only the way you see it done most commonly, or the way other people do it. You just don't have to. And that's it, man. That's the breakfast. Yummy. Unfortunately, I can't deliver today. I gotta wait until tomorrow. It's a congested street, like downtown Austin, or near downtown Austin. A bunch of bars on the street. So you had to get a permit. The city wouldn't change the time on a permit. This is my 20 ELD. My 20 ELD right here. This is not the actual ELD I'm using right now. Officially, I'm using Randy McNally, but I got this hooked up just to see how well it registers, comparing it to Randy McNally.